It's been swapping back and forth from one side of the place to the other. One week it'll rain an inch on that side. Next week it'll rain an inch on that side. And you got to have gauges all over the dead gum field. You don't know if you got it on the post of the field.
I had one place that rained 9/10 in. It was probably about.
We'll call the meeting to order. It's a regular session, August 8th, 2022. And we're going to call for a moment of silent prayer. Amen. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first thing we need to do is approve the agenda. Anybody got any additions?
Greg, I'd like to add personnel to it again.
Is it, you want to tell us what department, or is it?
No, I'd rather not.
All right, with that addition, anything else? If not, we need a motion to approve.
Make it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. The minutes, regular session, and then there's a special call session. You can make the motion all in or separate or all in one. Did y'all review that? Everything looked to be correct? If it did, we need a motion to approve either individually or all together.
We'll make a motion to approve all together.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. Both regular session and special session. The financials, the accounts payable. Any questions on any of that? If not, we need a motion to approve.
I approve.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carried. Financial reports. Does everything look to be in order on that? No questions, we need a motion to approve the financial report.
I approve.
All right, second.
Sure.
All in favor?
Oh,
Motion carried. Keith Bowen, is he coming
He's
or?
not coming. He said he would make the next month's meeting.
He had an update, just some information he's been giving us on the elections, what it was about. And, the old business, got a fueling station report. Things doing what we planned on it doing, and, so we ain't got, it's kind of taking care of itself right now. So any questions on that? We ain't having no problems, are we? That we know of. All right, if ain't no questions, we're gonna move on to the new business, the recreation board. All right, that's pages 16 through 31. We, did y'all review it? Any of this stuff got questions on it or? What we proposing to do is, restructure the board with fewer members, and sometimes they meet over there, they ain't got a quorum. And with 5 members, you're more likely to have a quorum so they can conduct business over there, and it would be an advisory board. And
I gave you guys the letter from the lawyer. I got it Friday, and he says everything's in order, everything's fine, the statutes stay the same. You would just change from an authority to an advisory. He said it all, you can read the email, he said it all looked good.
And that, it won't affect anything as far as the way it's, I mean, it'll run the same, basically the same way with fewer members.
and the cities,
City's
They're on
going to
board with
point 2 and the county's going to point 3.
The city's already appointed their chair.
Okay.
We'll do it this one, something like this.
Yeah.
I think do it 9, I think.
One of the members on there is, just appointed. I think he's attended one meeting, is Bo Godfrey. Like to leave him on there since he was freshly appointed.
People tell Junior if he won't come on.
He does. Another one has showed interest in it. There used to be a former board member that was Jeff Nunnery. Peters Jr. He served, but if some of these younger folks were willing to do it, and anybody got any more names they want to add, I got some here I can call out. Unless y'all got something. We got Jeff Nunnery on there, Bo Godfrey. Stephen Middleton, he's active in that thing. He would be a good one.
There's another young lady on there named Brittany, Scripper's last name.
We got Stephen Middleton down there twice.
He can't do it twice, man. He
No.
can do it once. He can't do it twice.
Okay.
Brittany, who?
You got Brittany Chapman.
Yeah, she's been real good. She helps me umpire. She's running the concession stand. She's coached a team.
Wow.
Really active. I mean,
All of them got young and involved in the
every
program.
one of us.
Says got all of them got kids to play. Has Jeff got one that plays?
No, he don't have one that plays. But Jeff's been on the board before. And I called him and asked him, would he be interested? And he said, sure, yeah.
Y'all want to go with Bo Godfrey, Jeff Nunnery, and Brittany Chapman? That's the name.
I'm okay with that.
You all right with that?
There's nobody else that has kids that can, I
Yeah,
mean, we
they-
really wanna get somebody that have
The
children
city,
to.
what's the city? They got 2 appointments they got to make.
They already did, it's Cody and that, Bo Huntley guy,
Okay.
that's his name.
Everyone on there has children except Jeff.
Yeah, I think it's important that you have people who are active in it down there. Children are involved in it.
You wanna, well, Jeff got some experience. Do you wanna keep him or you wanna replace him with one that's got a child?
Well, being as he got experience, that's not a bad thing at all.
I know he would come too, you could count on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he told me, because I told him we'd probably restructure meetings to lunch time, and he said that would be better for me.
I'm fine with it.
All right. Bo Godfrey, Jeff Nunnery, and Brittany Chapman. I need a motion to approve those 3 names and to go with this, adopt this resolution to restructure the board, to change it from the 9 members to the 5 members. City's already approved their part of it. And need a motion to go ahead with our part.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. All right, is there anything else we need to go over with this with you? Right. Okay,
Now, can I ask one question about that?
sure.
I know in the past we had members that would not come into the meetings. Can we strictly enforce if they miss, say, 3 meetings or 3 meetings consecutively or 2 meetings consecutively that we?
Is it in the bylaws or something?
It's in here somewhere, I can't tell you what page.
I think it is, but I
I
want to.
thought it was 2 meetings is what I was thinking, but
It's 3 meetings.
it's 3 meetings.
I might just strictly enforce that if I could.
Yes.
And then come to the board meeting, bring it.
Well, I think if you wanna enforce it, you just bring it and have proof that they missed 3 meetings, you know. Look like you got a list right there to, we put somebody else on there.
All right. Is there anything else? Y'all got any more questions about anything for Brad, for the rec? All right. No, we're gonna go on to the next item is a USDA grant, the mower.
I had put on there just to let y'all know that they told me down there last week that they would have a more in at the end of this week if you want to see. On the 41
When is-
pages.
When is he coming or is he doing something? Oh, there he is right there.
What that is, Mr. Rick,
I
that's
snuck
actually the
in.
tractor, that's actually the tractor and the mower that y'all asked me to do, so. You just, if you're ready to sign, I just need to sign and then we'll go ahead and start submitting. It's just like the other one, but just that tractor to the last bid that we got.
All right, this is the second. This is another grant, just like the other one.
This is just for a mower, this is just a mower
This is
only?
a
Tractor
mower and a
Tractor and
tractor.
a mower. The other one's tractor and a mower too, right?
I think so.
But if you can get it like that, just like buying one, getting one free.
All right, y'all wanna give me permission to sign the paper to submit this grant?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we need a motion to do that.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. All right, the next thing you got, and this kind of for information only, is the FFA Blue and Gold, invitation. That's on page 36. It says that there's several elected officials gonna be there. I think Sanford Bishop and Gerald Green and, Winfred Dukes, Dean Burke. We got Sanford Bishop field representative here. It says it's also Senator Freddie Powell Sims. Mr. Powell, Sanford gonna be at he plan on being at the FFA
I'm
meeting?
not sure. I have communicated that up the line and, haven't got a firm response yet. It depends on, if there's votes going on in Washington, that kind of thing. What day of the week is it?
It is, I don't know what day this is. It's August 29th. Y'all got a calendar?
You don't know that off the top of your head.
That's gonna be Monday. Monday.
On a Monday.
Yes, sir. I was just checking to see, I'm not sure, because Monday's usually his travel day going back and forth to DC, but.
It says he's been invited. It didn't say he's committed
Yes,
to
yes,
it.
he's aware of that, and I will certainly encourage him to come.
Okay. Y'all, it's inviting all of us too, so y'all keep that in mind if you want to attend the things before you can. It's from 6 to 8 at Cotton Hall. All right, the next thing we got is the GSI software contract, and that's a thing that we do every year. It's about the timber tax computer support or whatever for the tax office. I need permission to sign that contract to renew it. Is there a second on that motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, motion carried. Board of Elections appointment. We got the names here. Josh had already talked to us about all this. You ain't actually got to do it tonight. He would like for you to do it tonight. Have y'all reviewed the names?
Citizens interested in service. How many we got to choose out of that bunch?
What's his letter say? You know off the top of your head, Doug, how many?
He
Remember-
said that, each commissioner needs to choose one from this list.
So they're gonna have 5?
And then you guys needed to talk to Jerry because he was unofficially when we were at the courthouse and kind of talked about putting him as the superintendent. But I guess we officially need to talk to him also, so. Basically what he says is each one of you guys need to select one, that's on the list, or if you know somebody that's not on the list. But he said that he's got to know, this stuff's gotta be kind of wrapped up by December, so it can be in by January. So he's just as quick as we can get it done, we need to. That's the people that he's made contact with now and in the past.
All right.
Y'all pick them up.
Two of these.
I don't have a problem with any of them.
Yeah, no, I ain't seen no bad ones on there.
All right, 2 of these, I know live in my district. I ain't real sure about the other ones.
I mean, Jerry's already on, you ain't gotta pick him, right?
Well, we done talked to him down yonder. He had more or less
He's serving as the chief registrar, ain't it?
nodded a head that he would do it. And Josh is going, what he was getting, supplementing that part of it for, he was gonna forfeit that to him to do it. So, I mean,
So we all need to pick somebody not Jerry Calhoun?
yeah, he just needs.
Let me- There we go.
Right.
All right, pick from everybody but Jerry Calhoun.
But I'd like to go ahead and just, on our part, and I don't think I think he's good with it. I don't think he's changed his mind. Let's go ahead and, agree, if it's agreeable with y'all, to, I guess this is an appointment by us, or is it?
Yeah.
All right. To appoint Jerry as the, superintendent of elections. So is there a motion to go ahead and appoint him superintendent of elections?
I'll make it.
Second.
All in favor? All right, motion's carried. All right, the board members, and there's enough, way more than enough of names, and I don't, it's gonna be kinda like the rec board. I don't think, and it ain't just, you probably don't need to commit to one out of every district. It's just go down the list, kinda. I mean, you can, if there's some of them you recognize in your district. There may be a point in time when there's not one in some district that's willing to be on this board, and you may have to pull out of another district. Can we still do that, you think?
I'll talk to him, but I believe so. I mean, because like you said, you know, if you didn't want to put the ones on this list, that you could put your own on there. I will say this though, on Mr. Jimmy Holt, he still hasn't really confirmed with him. He told him in the past he would, but he hasn't been able to get up with him lately. So I would kind of be lightly around that name.
All right, I'm, one of the ones that's in my district, and if he's still willing to do it, it's got Ricky Bradford down there. I'm gonna submit his name. Any of y'all got another one y'all wanna put on?
I'd say Miss Joe Mark, 'cause she's always there whenever you voting.
I think Mr. Jerry's probably been there every time I voted up there in the office up there.
I think Miss Dottie's one of
Don't she-
those.
ain't she up there too?
Mhm, she is.
Do I?
Everybody was saying she thought Miss Joe Mock was a poll worker. I don't know if she'll be able to do both.
Oh,
He's got
Miss
her on
Dottie
the list.
too, then,
Miss
she-
Dottie, yeah.
She probably can't, cause if it come down to it, she'd have, if there was some discrepancy down there, she's gonna have to make a decision on what was what.
He just texted me, so you need 5 and not necessarily tied to a district.
I'd
Just
submit
5.
Robert
What
Lane.
about the, so the ones that work the polls can't do it then?
He's got on the list, so I would go with, if there's a problem, then we can always.
We can always
Pick
revisit
it.
it.
Why don't you go ahead and submit that name and just put an alternate down there in case something happens?
I'll say Joe Mark has one, and me and Clinton lives in my district.
I wanna submit Robert Lane.
And I'm submitting Norma Burr and those two in my district, Norma Burr and Miranda Perkin, both of those in my district. So that'll be, I nominate Norma Burr and my second will be Miranda.
Well, the only reason we did 2 on that other one,
No, I just said the second one if Norma Burr don't. Miranda
That's
Perkin
your
will be
alternate.
the alternate, yeah.
Miranda Perkins.
Will be my alternate.
And I will say Miss Dottie and Christy Hall is my alternate.
Who did you mention?
Miss Dottie Barnado and then Christy Hall.
I'm just circling.
And she said Christy Hall is her alternate.
We got it all covered now.
So you want us to just submit these and let him pick from these names? Is that what you're doing? I mean, that's what we're doing.
I'm okay with that.
All right. We need a motion to submit these names as presented.
Motion to submit these names to the Board of Registrar.
All right. Second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. All right. Is there something you wanted to go over with us, Andy, other than to talk about maybe the mower grant or whatever?
The only thing I had, Craig, was, Doug and I
They got this. They
sat
got
down
it.
and
I got
talked
this.
about, the project where
Yep.
they're gonna do, I said, let's order some barricades and signs that says road
Is that what this
closed.
is? Is that what this is?
That's the quote for what we need, and, we kinda drawed it out. I don't know if y'all got one
Yeah, everyone.
like that. And, everywhere the little thing is.
So they ain't gonna do this, this is what you gonna do.
We gonna have to do it, and that would give us, that's the only thing that's gonna give us some teeth if we want the state patrol or somebody to patrol that road, cause my fear is all these logging boys know these roads, and they gonna come up 91 and take Bellevue with these log trucks, and, cause they going to the paper mill. And if we don't block off Cooktown and Bellevue, if we block off one way, they'll know to go up, and then they'll sure enough eat up Cooktown. But it's gonna cost, I think that was $2,500 to get the barricades, and we'll reuse them. I mean, we use them when we have floods and things, but,
Are these metal or wood?
Metal,
sir, what'd you say, Craig?
metal.
Metal or wood? It says
Metal.
Aurora.
They are plastic, actually, they're plastic.
Plastic.
And you put a sandbag like at the foot of it to hold it up.
And it'll
And
have the reflective shine.
yeah, it's got the reflect, you can take them apart and haul them real easy
So
and,
you can use them at the Mayall Festival.
yeah, we use them, we got some out at the dump site now, which that's where most of the ones we got are. And if we have to block off a road and we working on it, close it, we have to use them. We'll use the stuff, but that will give us some teeth behind the state patrol, cause it says local traffic only. This road's closed unless you got a reason to be down, and they can do something with it, but that's the only way I know to protect the roads, and it's real hard to get signs and this stuff, and I mean, it's real hard to get it right now. I mean, we having trouble getting anything. And I just kinda wanted to get a jump on, if y'all wanted to do it, let's try to get the stuff ordered where it can be coming, because this thing is gonna it is on the list to be let in September. I talked to some folks today, and it's definitely going through. And, that'll probably put it December or January, them starting on it, and people I'm talking to says that it's gonna probably be more like 6 months, more than 3 months, if not longer. So, I mean, that's kind of the information I'm getting, kind of down the grapevine, and I just don't wanna leave them roads open I mean, they can't, if the road's not closed, state patrol can't just stop you and say, hey, you can't be here. I mean, if we don't do something, they're gonna be open.
They got to drive around a barricade and then they know
If
that.
they go around that barricade and they can't give that state patrolman an address or tell him I'm going right up here, to such and such's house, he has something that he can work with. But
All right.
I just wanted to run it by y'all, cause it's taking a long time to get anything from these sign people. They are so far behind, I guess. I mean, Doug's been helping us with some, and I mean, it's a nightmare, and I didn't wanna get caught and not have the stuff in the ample time to, when they start, we'd have it.
All right, y'all wanna get this out of SPOS money?
We can use SPOS money to do it.
On the T-spot, but
It's a road project. Yeah, and it ain't a piece of equipment, it's something to be put on the road some other point in time too. Y'all wanna get it out of T-Splosh?
Yeah.
I need a motion to buy these signs, this road closed signs for the 91 project.
Make a motion to approve.
I second.
Second,
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carried. Anything else we need to go over? Paul, you got something you want to talk to us about?
I appreciate it, sir. Only thing I know is that, I spoke to Doug about this, there was a project that Doug submitted to Councilman Bishop for, E911.
Yep.
Project, and that was, selected as one of our 15 projects in the district to pursue, and that has passed the House Appropriations Committee, and I think it's passed the full House. It's got to get built in the Senate, and that's got to get through, and then we hope it'll be done sometime soon. But you were one of the projects that Congressman chose to put forward with that E911. And the issue about the radios with the Sheriff's Department, they do need to upgrade their systems, and I worked with the Sheriff about that quite a bit. But what that ended up being is we submitted a project for the Regional Commission out of Camilla to handle that and to allocate it out to the different counties, because Camilla County is not the only county that has this problem.
Right.
And so but that is also one of the 15 projects that we pursue. So those are in the works, and we hope they'll come through for you in the near future.
You got some timeline about could be?
Well, I would say hopefully before the end of the year. It's going to happen before the end of the year.
Is that on the 911 project?
Yes.
Us getting funded for that, or the radio?
Well, now getting the money, the way it worked, the only experience I've had with it was the FY22 projects. They didn't get passed until like March of 22, and the fiscal year was already half over with because it ended on the end of September. So, and that's still a work in process, and so it's, I'll just say it's slow, but if it gets if it gets approved, through the Senate, gets passed and signed, then all you gotta do is submit paperwork to the agency that's involved. I think it's FEMA, is that right?
Yeah.
And you do still have to go through that, but it's already been pre-screened for that, so you don't have to stand in line with everybody else that's applying to FEMA.
Is it gonna stay on the, or we're gonna have to resubmit it at some point in time?
No, it'll stay, it's in there, and,
It won't just get dropped?
provided it gets, passed by the House and the Senate and signed by the President, it'll be, and then you gotta submit some paperwork to FEMA, but that's already been approved.
But it won't get, if it don't get approved, I mean, if it don't get funded this time, is it gonna have to be resubmitted in the next year?
Well, right, but see, we're not sure we're gonna do community projects every year. But, I mean, you can always submit it just to FEMA on your own without the congressman,
Right.
helping you out. But this gives you an additional boost so that this, your project will come ahead of somebody that doesn't have a congressional, project, pushing it. So this, hopefully will come through for you, and I'll certainly work with Mr. Coffey and let you know what happens.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, we appreciate it.
If any other questions, I'll be glad to.
Y'all got anything you wanna ask him about? Is there anything else we need to go over in the meeting? All right, if not, we need a motion to adjourn.
We need to go into closed session.
Oh, that's right, closed session. We need to make a motion to go into closed session.
All right, so me, Greg, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
home. Thank y'all, see y'all.
I'd like for Doug to stay.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
I see you're hiring, right? Okay, congratulations.
He wants you to stay.
Probably the best to go in there.
Okay.
All right, we need a motion to go into closed session. Who's second it? Is there a second on that? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
We got to come out of.
We need a motion it came out of closed session. Lady made it a while ago in there.
I'll
Nikki
second.
I'll
seconded
second.
it. All in favor?
Aye.
With no action taken, it was discussion on personnel only. And, if there's nothing else that we need to go over in the meeting, then we need a motion to adjourn.
Well, oh, I will bring this up, I got a quote from Israel Houston on the pipe that we,
Yes,
and I'm gonna bring it up, I forgot to bring it, but I got, a quote where they fixed the pipe under the road, under the
Right.
dirt road or whatever, so.
the irrigation pipe.
You got those signs.
Yeah, so that's what, I forgot to bring it, but that's what Job remembered right there, so. Y'all wanna decide to pay it or not, y'all can.
Let's just review that at the next meeting
Right.
if they done got it repaired.
And if I can tell you, I'm not gonna be at the next meeting, I've got my clerk's training. It's mandatory that I've gotta get my clerk's training, so Faye will run it, but I mean, I'll have all the agenda ready, but my class is the 12th and the 13th, which is.
I reckon we can do it without y'all, I reckon. Austin gonna be here? Okay.
If there's nothing else to go over, we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We adjourn.